What's up, YouTube? I'm back. Another YouTube video. This one is going to be a little different here on YouTube because apparently people are just making videos left and right. This one's going to be called Sex Game. What is better? Sex in the daytime or sex at night? Now, this is actually not my idea. I know you may think that about 80 to 85% of the videos I upload on here, whether they're good or bad content videos, most of the time I come up with the best ideas. But my dad, been telling me if you really want to get people's invited attention, like if you really, really, really want to grab people's interest, why don't you think outside the box? Because he looked at some of my videos and told me they're good videos, but they could be a hell of a lot better if you just went outside the box a little bit more. So this is actually a video request, not from me, but this is a video request from him. So we're gonna try out one of his ideas, one of his suggestions. So the title of this video is gonna be called "Sex Game: Is Sex Better in the Day or Nighttime?" Now, everyone, and I mean every man and every woman, has a sexual fantasy. I already made that video. Some people love the video, some people hate and despise the video. Some people think I told the truth, some people think there's still some missing information. It is what it is. By the end of the day, I can't make everybody happy and excited. I can't put smiles on all men and all women's faces. Sometimes I do a good job, sometimes I do a shitty, poor ass job. Sometimes I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Sometimes I have good days. Sometimes I have bad days. Sometimes you people accept the videos. Sometimes you people don't accept the videos. That's a part of life. It happens. That's like professional basketball, right? Not all the time someone's going to win an NBA championship. Sometimes you'll win an NBA title. Sometimes you lose in the championship game. It's a part of life. What's good about it is you grow as a person. Sometimes it's good to always win, and sometimes it's not always good to win. Sometimes it's good to be number one, sometimes it's not good to be number one. So I know a lot of y'all is probably spitting out your Coca Cola, your Pepsi, your 7 Up, your Sprite, your Mountain Dew. I don't think anyone drinks Sierra Mist. Apple juice, orange juice, coffee, tea, water, whatever it is that you drink early in the morning, you might have spit it out. Yes, you heard what I said. The name of the title of the YouTube video is Sex Game: Is Sex Better in the Day or at Night? This is for both men and women. Because every time I make a video for men, the women be like, what about us? What about the women? And when I make a video for women, then the men trip out and be like, what about the men, man? Are you biased? Are you favoritism? So the video is for both sexes, men and women, from the ages of 18 to 65. Because if I was to just say the ages 18 to 45, or if I was to say the ages of 18 to 50, people are gonna say, man, I think he's age discrimination. He forgot about our age group. So it's from 18 to 65, okay? It don't matter if you're a black man, a white man, Mexican man, Asian, Indian, or Samoan man. Does not matter if you're a black woman, a white woman, a Mexican, or an Asian, or a Samoan woman. This video is for both sexes, men and women. So let's get into the video. Now, some people, when they have sexual intercourse, it can take place at any time, any place, anywhere. And when I say that, it can. There's no timetable on sexual intercourse. Everyone has sexual fantasies. Like I already told you, mine's is the beach. If it ain't the beach, I won't do it. If it's not in the classroom, I won't do it. Um, but what is better, the daytime or night? For me, this is just me, and I can only speak for me only. For me, if I was to have sexual intercourse with any woman, black woman, white women, Mexican women, or Asian women, it would probably be at nighttime. Why? Because you know that old saying from the 1970s that Houdini made that song called Friends, and then right in the middle of him making that song, he made another one that went into another song called The Freaks Come Out of Night. That would be probably why I like to have sexual intercourse at nighttime. Some people prefer the daytime because that's normal, that's what's expected. But then sometimes you might come home from work or from school and it might be already nightfall. Most of the time when I've gotten my freak on, most of the time when I got my freak on, it was always at nighttime. I guess it's because I read all those Batman comic books and I think I'm Batman. from the comic books, the Dark Knight. So I always think, yeah, I am Bruce Wayne. But my point is, I want to know from you men, from you women, what you think is better. Sex in the daytime, sex at night. Think about it. When you come home from work, what do you mostly think about when it comes to sexual intercourse? Sometimes it can happen when you leave work, you leave school, you could be on a road trip, you can be at a hotel, you can be at the beach, you could be at the park. It does take place. For me, it's nighttime. And the reason why I say this idea is not mine, it's my dad's idea because he was trying to tell me, well, his nickname for it is called something else. Mine is called the accident. You do know here on YouTube you are not allowed to say the real name of the accident because people are getting their, and I mean still getting their YouTube videos demonetized and taken down because they keep saying the real name of the accident. And YouTube has already said, look, we told you like 15, 20 times, stop saying the real name of the accident. Everyone's giving it nicknames. One guy's going around on YouTube calling it Chad 19. Like, we already know what you're painfully obvious saying in the video. He calls it Chad 19. I'm not making this up. You can just go on YouTube and type up looks, money, and status if you don't believe me if I'm full of shit. And type up YouTube video Chad 19 and you're going to see it say looks, money, and status. You click on his next two videos and guess what it's going to say? It's going to say Chad 19. So everyone's giving this thing a nickname because if they say the real name, your video gets demonetized and taken down. Some people have got their videos deleted. Some people have got their channels terminated because they're not following the guideline rules on YouTube because they're tired of people in here trying to name off the real accident. That's why I call it the accident because YouTube's algorithm will watch it and say, oh, no, take this guy or this person's video down. I'm just letting you know. That's why I call it the accident. Because, I got in trouble like once 3 weeks ago for saying its real name and I got in trouble. And they sent me a message like, don't let us ever catch you again saying the real name. We'll take you off the internet real fast. And they sent me a second message talking about it doesn't matter if people like you or don't like you. We'll do the people a big favor that don't like you and you'll be gone like that. So, yeah, once they give you a strong message and tell you what the bottom line is, you get the picture after that. Now, like I was saying in the video, that what's better, sex in the daytime, sex at night? For me, at night. I don't care if I get my freak on with a black woman or a white woman or a Mexican woman or an Asian or Indian woman. If it's at nighttime in an empty classroom, I'm gonna do it. If it's at the beach, might get in trouble with the police, might get in trouble with night security. I'm gonna do it because it's at nighttime. I'm gonna tell you why I love night so much. There's not too many people walking out. There's not too many cars driving up and down the street. There's not too many people at night to catch you doing nighttime activities. You have an 80 to 84% chance of having more fun at nighttime than you can in the daytime. See, in the daytime, everybody's out. Parents, grandparents, police, FBI, security, nosy ass neighbors that you don't like. Raise your hand if you can't stand your nosy ass neighbor. I'm talking to you men and you women. You got some men and women that hate and despise neighbors. I mean, you got some nice, respectful neighbors, and then you got some cold, downright deceitful ass neighbors that just don't like you, just nosy as hell. You ever had that feeling that when you come outside the house, they come outside the house for no apparent reason? You be going to get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they just outside looking at your ass, and you be like, why in the fuck are you looking at me? Like, why? You could be filming a video like me. Every time I film some videos, some nosy ass neighbors come out and be looking at me like they ain't never seen nobody film a YouTube video before. And it's like, how stupid can you be? Like, that's like if a film director wanted to do a movie or a television show and you act like you ain't never seen Steven Spielberg ever film a movie. Like, come on now. Use your brain. Use common sense. But my point is, it's better at nighttime because you can't get in trouble. Now, I'm not saying you won't get caught by the police or by security guards, because you will. At some point, you will. Like for me, I would say between 12 midnight to like maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, where I know for a fact there's no police, there's no security. Even if they were to call police, it could take them like maybe 20 or 30 minutes to get into the area and see who it is. And by the time they get into the area, you'll be gone. Might be 5 days later, might be a month later before you get a phone call and then say, hey, buddy, we found out about your nighttime activities. Daytime, you can get into a bunch of trouble because there's nosy neighbors. People see you, and you will always get in trouble by the police. So that's why I don't recommend daytime. Some people do it in the daytime because they say it's a rush. They want the world to find out. And 9 times out of 10, um, 9 times out of 10, the police, they always are out looking for someone to do something stupid. People, so people always say nighttime's easy because there's nobody out. It's almost like when you drive the MTA bus, right? The bus drivers get happy because there's no supervisor at nighttime and they can get into all types of shit. I can smoke my cigarettes, I can smoke my weed, I can drink my alcohol. Ain't nobody to police me. I'm talking about the male bus drivers. They get excited because there ain't no supervisor. Daytime, there's supervisor all day, every day, 7 days a week, right? Well, it's the same thing with nighttime activities. Daytime, on the other hand, you can get caught by everyone: the police, the FBI, security, nosy ass neighbors, tattletellers, people that's jealous, despiteful of you. So that's why I don't like to do my activities in the daytime, because you always get in trouble in the daytime. Nighttime, there ain't too many people walking around. And I'm not saying that a police car ain't gonna creep up on you at night, because they will. It depends when you get caught and how you get caught. But everyone will agree that nighttime is better than daytime. Some will say sex is better in the daytime. Some will say sex is better at night. Because my dad suggests, why don't you make the video? Because my dad said, think about it. Everybody's, well, I'm not going to use its real name because I don't want this video to be demonetized. But think about it. Everybody is, I'm going to use the word jail. We're all in jail, right? That's my other nickname for it, jail. And think about it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when you're in jail? I mean, think about it, dude. There's no movies, there's no nightclubs, there's no. But what are you gonna do for fun activity, right? I'm gonna tell you, the sex